Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time, it's tarot time with Cindy. We're going to do a general collective message. This may or may not resonate because it's general. I hope it does. If it does, great. I'm glad we're able to connect. If not, hopefully the next time, my friends. I'm going to start off with the Shadows of the Middle Ages and we're going to get into the tarot. We're going to take a little snapshot of you, my friends. Let's see what's going on in the collective. Let's see what's going on in the collective. Interesting. You are the Tower. Now you could take that as like a Tower card in the tarot, but it kind of talks about isolation with this card. Some of you might be feeling isolated actually at this time. Some of you might be wanting to break some type of isolation. Wow. Okay, people see like, I don't know, either a lot of turmoil or conflict around you. And maybe that's why you're trying to get into some type of isolation here. Or you're trying to isolate yourself from a storm. Now, here's the interesting thing too. You see how this tower is way up on the hill there. It almost feels like being isolated is almost putting you in the line of fire of like lightning strikes. You could say that those are epiphany moments. They would come in pretty difficult though. I was telling you, oh, you're the bee. Hi. What is going on here? There's something about the bee. You're doing something for the greater good. The bee. Working together. But it's weird because it's like isolated with the tower. But people kind of misunderstand how you're working for the collective or what it is that you're doing. I think there's some symbolism here too, right? With the tower, I want to say you're trying to keep yourself from a storm. You're trying to keep yourself hidden from a storm. So there might be, I don't know, you might have pulled back from people or groups in some way here. Or like, you know, even if you're showing up to work, you might just kind of seem a little bit distant. And so it's almost as if people are thinking, wow, you know, you're not really in the game here. You're not part of the group dynamic. You're not working together. But it's like, well, bees don't really fly around very well in this kind of weather, right? So it's kind of like it makes sense. I'm also feeling like that you've needed to do something here that's kind of for the self here. You possibly might need to be a little bit selfish because of a situation going on around you. Oh, what is that? This is like, what the frick is going on here? I gotta say, like, this just, like, the clouds is that. I think your scene is a little bit negative. But it's like, it's not me. It's what's going on around me. That's okay. That's that. Wow. Interesting. Okay. What's your untapped potential here? A mask. How you hide yourself, or maybe you should hide yourself. What people don't know about you. What's the lotus. You are peace. You come in peace. You come in peace, but there's a very strange energy about you. I said this in another reading where I feel like it's almost like this is like people fill in the blanks. You know, when there's stuff missing, people's minds kind of were, well, then that's probably this. This is what they're probably doing, or that's probably why they're doing that, or this is what they're doing. But I want to say, because with this card, people have nothing to do but fill in the blanks, maybe, with you. There's something about you that you come off as being a little bit scary. I don't know why. You come off as being, there's a big part of you that is hidden here, and there's a lot of you know, hypothesizing you're doing. It must only be the worst. This is big and scary. Like, this is kind of like how people perceive you. And then this is how it affects you in relationships. People perceive you as maybe being like a troublemaker, but yet keeping to yourself. I don't know. I'm really curious to pull the tarot, but like, there's no, hey, look, the collective is actually, if you take away the mask, there's this person of peace and tranquility here. You may have an interesting role in life or in the collective itself that is not easily understood or even recognized. I want to say that's a possibility here because the bee, right? Like the bee is part of a colony, the collective. And there's like, the drones and the queen. Those are really easily identified. The drone and the queen. Everybody knows about the drone and the queen. I feel like this is like some part of the caste in the bee structure in the society that is not easily known, or what the role is or what you do. I don't know, something here. And then it's not the queen. It's not the queen bee. And it's not a drone. What are they up to? What are they doing? It's not one of, and there's nursery bees too, right? The ones that are like looking after all the little larvae and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what your role is, but there's something kind of mysterious about your role. This could even be like, because of the tower, like isolated. So there could be something that you do here that is not seen by others. Okay. There's something that you do here that is not seen by others. And maybe you go into other beehives or wasp colonies in some type of a disguise. This is all metaphorical, so don't get too, I'm not a bee, Cindy. It's just a metaphor, okay? Yeah. There could be something that you, like, I don't know, maybe you go in as a lamb dressed as a wolf into the wolf's den. Why, I don't know. Or you're isolated dressed as a wolf, protecting the sheep, it could be something like that. But then it's all like, all the sheep are like, oh, over there, who's that? It's scary. But no, it's like, I come in peace. So, earth, fairy, tree. All right. Wow. Very kind of like ground, very, very earthy energy. I don't know. You could maybe have a very strong or prominent earth placement here in like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Tree, fairy, earth. Actually, I kind of want to say I'm getting all of them. I'm getting all of them here. This feels very Taurus. This feels very Capricorn because they're my wizards and witches kind of energy. And then this is very Virgo-y to me. Although maybe this kind of Venus-y. Tree. Would you see the tree as structure? Then that would be Virgo. I'm always having fun with the Virgos. Okay. Let's add some tarot. This is actually all pretty self-explanatory. You're very interesting, to say the least. You're very different from what people think. That's 100% here. I don't know. There could be some type of reputation that precedes you in some way. People are like, oh, there's nothing but trouble here. Wow, you're completely sovereign. The Tower and the Nine of Pentacles. You're totally, completely sovereign here, which is interesting because people think, well, this could be some type of codependency too. It's the demon, but it could be kind of like the devil card in the tarot. People are like, oh, you're in a really unhealthy relationship. You're like, no, I'm totally on my own. What's going on over here? Okay. Right. People perceive you like the clouds. The Page of Cups. It just has this feeling like a storm is brewing. Or not very emotionally available. Or your emotions are deep and dark. I don't know. I think you're kind of interesting wherever you are. It's just like, okay. And actually, it reminds me of like a lot of the comments I see in my videos. So I think I'm honestly picking up on something here Yeah, okay. But people misunderstand the role I want to say it's like the role you play, the nectar that you create, the honey, how you're part of the. Oh, there's the devil. Yeah, interesting. Yeah? What people don't know about you scares them. What is that? What people don't know about you kind of scares them, I would say. Because they're filling in the blanks here. That's really, honestly, I feel like that's what's going on. It affects you in a demon. Oh, the Ace of Wands. So I kind of feel like you come off as very confident. You may have a bit of like a natural magnetism. Maybe people feel drawn to you and they don't know why. Yeah, like that. They think, oh, this is not good. This can't be good. I know. So with the Ace of Wands too. Okay, I want to say that some people might think that maybe you are involved. Didn't this come up? Was this in a collective? Was it in the extended or something? Because it is a little bit like maybe somebody here is involved in like some type of dark arts or magic. People might think that you're just entirely sexually driven as well. Can you answer that? The six, wow, okay, the Mask and the Six of Pentacles is the part of you here that's a potential here that hasn't really been exercised or utilized. That reminds me of like the bee, right? And something going on in the background, like it's like, I really don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. It must be up to no good because I can see the good and I don't know what this is. So that must be bad. So, but it's almost like there's a way that you give here, but it goes unseen. And so people fill in the blank. So I don't know what they're doing over there. They must be spying on us. So it's like a workplace or something, and I know what everybody's role is here, but I don't know what yours is. What do you do? What? Maybe people can't even talk to you. Like maybe you're behind like a plexiglass window or something. That would be a little bit creepy. Or like, why are they watching? Like watching me. But look at you, come in peace. Peace. I want to say too, if you show how it is that you give, if you show how it is that you contribute to the collective, it will bring peace. That's nice. Relaxation. Oh, Six of Wands. Very nice. Very nice. I would feel like it's almost like whatever the energy is around you that is like trying to figure out or has judged you or is filling in the blanks. But, oh, okay. That's nice. That's like, it's like getting some type of approval, like peaceful approval. I don't know what the hell you do, who you really are. It's very interesting. Okay. Oh, the whole thing's in the upright. 3. I heard 3. Okay. Knight of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. That's very interesting. It's almost like somebody who injects something initially from their heart. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe you do something charitable here for like children, women. I don't know. But it's almost like there's a much longer, what am I trying to say? A more long-term plan here than what is initially injected. How you inject something. Trying to balance. Also with the 2 of Pentacles on either side of these 2 knights. It honestly does feel like trying to balance what your heart desires and what you think is the best plan. I want to keep digging at this one. There's something here too, like, look at how this page is coming up to these clouds in this storm. And this is part of, like, sort of the perception that people have of you. And I kind of want to say, it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. I'm going to go the other way. I won't talk then. I don't know. I want to say there could be something about you just a little bit dark and moody. You could also, like, I'm kind of getting the energy of, like, let's say somebody who's, like, totally dressed in goth, like, just very dark and moody looking person. You could be, like, totally dressed in goth. You could have, like, a lot of tattoos or something. You could seem like someone who's very unapproachable. And sometimes you'll see, like, big burly guys like that, and then they're, like, bouncing the grandkids. It's like, okay, this guy's probably not so bad. It's cute, right? Like, there's something a little bit like with this energy. I think there's something about either your there's something about your outward appearance here that is unknown, or you truly hide what's inside. Some of you might be, like, a little bit gruff or standoffish. Because this almost feels like the Page of Cups, somebody trying to break the ice here. And then getting maybe, I don't know, strange reaction or... All right, then. Okay, so you're the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles. You're all on your own here. You ain't... Oh, you certainly are. Look at you. You're the Fool, the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun. Shit me. That's great. Good for you. Say, like, that is a good for you kind of energy. Like, you're free. You're tapped into yourself really well here. Balanced. Yeah, you're in a good place. This is great. This is a really nice energy. But there's I don't know. I always find it fascinating. Well, I find it fascinating how people fill in the blanks because I'm totally a people watcher. I just watch, like, who is that person? Trying to come up with all sorts of ideas in my own head. That I do. I could be somebody who looks at you and, like, oh, I don't know about this. But yeah, it's very good. That's a very nice energy. You're kind of where you want to be. You come in peace. There's something about you that is very alien, or at least perceived in that way. But you come in peace. People perceive you. Clouds. And the Page of Cups. Oh, the Ten of Wands. It's kind of funny. People perceive you as having a lot of emotional turmoil or burdens here that you lug around. Or connecting with you emotionally is pretty difficult. All right. The misunderstanding here is the Bee and the Devil. There's something about this energy that kind of comes across as something that you do for the higher good of others, for the collective. But the results of that are not seen. It's almost like if somebody was looking at a bee and then we never really understood, why is that bee going to all the flowers? He's stealing all the pollen. If you look at a bee for the first time, like in a child's eyes sort of thing, and you don't understand, you've never followed a bee home to its hive and then see what's inside and, understand the whole process. What is that bee doing? It's stealing things from the flowers. No. Healthy? Okay, so here's the other thing. Because that is codependency too, if you think about that, between the flower and the bee. And the Devil can symbolize codependency. I want to say, I think people misunderstand what codependency exists in your life, if any. So maybe you're not part of a colony. Maybe you're like a solitary bee. Maybe you're like a carpenter bee. I think they're solitary. Or there's certain types of solitary wasps. I can't think of... There must be other solitary bees. Anyways. That. Yeah, you're the Bee and the Devil. That's what people think. Be the devil. They be the devil. The Nine of Cups. I think I never really looked at this devil monster's eyes. Crazy. Kind of reminds me actually of a Muppet now. Like now that I look at it, like one of those big Muppets at the beginning. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Boom. It's time to put on makeup. Anyways, I should probably do a Puppetero soon because there's some people that aren't going to like that. So look at his eyes. Like going in these different directions. Actually, it's kind of funny because then that feels like a big teddy bear. Right? But the Nine of Cups is like maybe you are a big teddy bear inside, but you come off as like a Hell's Angels biker. So I don't know why you... How this affects your relationships with people. The demon. I want to look at both these separate. The demon. And then the Ace of Wands. The demon. The Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. What the hell? The demon, the queen. Like, okay. This is... didn't I say, I feel like you probably have sort of a strong sexual magnetism here. And maybe that's how people think they should build with you. Well, maybe that's why you're isolating yourself. The hell? Yeah, that's odd. People are like, oh yeah, let's build sexually with the collective. Or your idea could be too. Could be like your ideas are really out from in left field here. Like compared to other people's ideas and how you would build with those. Or you have very unique ways of building. But then the Ace of Wands, right? Like this whole area feels a little bit. Ace of Wands. The Tower. Oh my God! The Tower and the Devil. What's going on? What? Okay. I don't know. You have to have been through something here. Whether people are aware of whatever this is that you've been through. Let's just say you're way past that now. If it was something negative, I do feel like too, though, because so here's the thing with the Tower and the Devil, with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you have dismantled something pretty difficult in your life. Oh. And maybe this is what this cup comes towards the clouds. I bring my heavy burdens and clouds here. Can you fix that? Yeah, it could be something like that, Because it's definitely, I want to say how this all affects you in relationships. Now that I kind of look at this, I feel like people kind of bring, you can collect the rain, right? You've got you can collect the rain here. You might have a very unique approach to dealing with unhealthy dynamics or situations. So this also leaning into the misunderstood part. I feel like people may think that they know how to do this, like whatever you do, or it has something, feels like an alignment with, conquering, could be internal demons, conquering external demons, or you can do this and I don't have to look after my own demons. So maybe that's why, because you're the Nine of Pentacles twice, okay, in the Tower. It's like, leave me alone, stay over here, okay. But your untapped potential, I want to read the Mask. Let's just double check this one, the Mask. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's just see if we're missing anything here. The Mask card represents deception, hidden identities, and facades. It signifies the presence of pretense, camouflage, or the need to conceal true intentions or emotions. This card suggests that there may be elements of secrecy or illusion in the situation at hand. It advises caution, discernment, and a careful examination of appearances to uncover the truth behind the masks people may be wearing. The mask card tells us, what we see is not what actually exists. The card symbolizes inner qualities that are typically hidden behind the external facade of a person's personality. But that's the thing. There's an awful lot of you that is hidden. And people certainly have the wrong impression. Okay. Yeah, I want to say people start, because this is the part of you that is untapped. It's like who you really are. The mask. The Queen of Cups. Oh, you're so soft and loving. Who you are. The Queen of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. Wow, the Empress. My gosh. You have an awful lot to give here. You are, well, yeah, in a world hungry for resources. I could see why you are maybe, I don't know how that song is relevant. I have a Supertramp song. Give a little bit of your love to me. There's so much that we need to share. It's weird. It's almost like coming in and out. Like there's a storm. You know, like you're driving in a storm in the reception. It's going in and out. You know, it's that song. The lyrics to that song are coming in here. Anyway, here's the other thing. Sure. Because the Nine of Pentacles is like the Empress in waiting or protection. It's pre-Empress energy. You have that in spades. Because you have it twice. With the Tower, like, oh my goodness, right? Look at all of this major arcana, too. You're kind of a big thing. You know, I would say you're kind of a big thing here. And you have an awful lot to give. And, you know, the universe is saying what you have to give. And perhaps it could be in a relationship here. It could be like a romantic relationship. It could also be, though, you know, the relationships that you could build with other people. But, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that come to tarot readings in my channel and other channels that have dealt with narcissism and are empaths. So, your kindness, empathy, and love may have been weaponized against you in some way at some point, and so maybe that's why there is like a real withdrawal here with your energy. But there's a lot more that you could build in life here, is what this is showing me. By investing more into relationships or showing how you do. So the Lotus, right? Like if you do this, you will have peace and victory and approval. And the Lotus card. The Hanged Man. The outcome is seeing your success. Interesting. The Six of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. It is. I wanted to say there is something here almost like about having a rebirth, but seeing where you're actually successful. Seeing how you can possibly have a new start for yourself. The Hierophant. That's a very earthy energy. Your underline is very earthy. Very earthy. Magical abundance. Oh, that's interesting. So that's who you are. I'm gonna do the extended. With the extended, I'm gonna see what is your next challenge And what is your next reward? So I'm going to look at that. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.